All right. So this is going to be somewhat of a quick podcast. Basically, we're just going to go over playoff picture and the scenarios and everyone's scenario and what I think and whatnot and all that stuff. Um, so right now, we're going to start with the AFC. Just want to make sure everything is set. Everyone can hear me. All right. So, we're going to start in the NFC because fuck the AFC. Because there's a lot going on, man. All right, so we're gonna start with the George Hallis division. As you can see, there's four teams with winning records. Three teams that are gonna get into the playoffs: Panthers, Eagles, Giants. Fitty Nate Jomo, the unequivocally nicknamed. I'm not gonna say it, but you guys know what follows that. But I'm just kidding. So right now, Fitty, the Panthers are in first place. He's tied with the Eagles at 11-3. Those two, I believe, still have to play, and they still have to play. I think all three of them have to play each other once. So I mean, you see, Fitty is the 1 seed. He could drop to the 5 or 6 seed. Jomo could move to the 1 seed. So basically, the 1, 5, and 6 seed is going to be one of those three teams. And what's crazy is we're going to go to like the Eagles schedule. Take a look. So he beat the Panthers. He beat the Giants. Then he lost to the Panthers. He still has to play the Giants, though. So if he splits with the Giants, then he will have split with both teams. And then you look at the Giants. The Giants lost to the Eagles. They lost to the Panthers. And then he still has to play both teams. So he has to win both those games. He has to beat the Panthers and the Eagles. Okay, those aren't easy games. And he's got Heath. He'll beat Heath. I thought he already played Heath. Maybe he didn't. So worst case scenario, Jomo goes 11-5, which will still get him in. But in order for him to win that division and get a first round bye, he's going to have to beat both of these teams, Eagles and Panthers. Then you look at the Panthers. They lost to the Eagles. They beat the Giants. And then he beat the Eagles in week 3. He's got Heath, and then he's got Jomo. I mean, he's going to beat Heath. He's got to beat Jomo, obviously, because if he loses that, then there's a split. Basically, if all three teams split with each other, it's going to come down to division record, which will all be the same. Then it's going to come down to conference record, which, looking right here, Panthers only have 1 conference loss as of now. The Giants have 2 conference losses, and the Eagles have 3 conference losses. So the Eagles, as of now, look like they would lose out on that tiebreaker, dropping them to the 6th seed, but I don't know. Basically, what you want, especially in the NFC, is you want that first round bye. That first round bye is huge. I mean, obviously, because you don't have to play a game, and you're automatically in the second round. It's nice. It's hard to win 3 playoff games in a row in the COFL, let alone 3 games in a row. But 3 playoff games, it's not easy to do. So, I mean, anything could happen. Jomo could lose the next 3 and go 10-6. Redskins win out and go 10-6, and they get in over Jomo. Actually, I think they're out. I think Jomo swept them, so he's out. But we'll get back to we'll get to what I think afterwards, and then we have the Vince Lombardi division. Boy, oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about the Vince Lombardi division. First of all, Roll, welcome back to the season. We're glad to have you back with 4 days left, now 3 days. We're glad that you're trying to tag everyone to get their games in. So thank you for chiming in the last 3 days. I'm just kidding. This division ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. Bears are 9-6. I got to play the 49ers, who are 8-4. Heath, we will play tonight. It is the Friday Night Fiasco, live on the COFL Sports Network, sponsored by HBNIA hashtag, which also means Hitterbox Night in America. Also sponsored by, I don't know, couldn't think of anything off the top of my head. So the Bears, who is me, we are 9-6. followed by the Saints, who are 7-5. Now here's where it gets interesting. If I win, I go 10-6. Okay? If I lose, I fall to 9-7, which doesn't look good for me because Roll is 7-5, and he has. Let's take a look at his schedule. What's going to hurt Roll is if he doesn't finish his games, he gets ties, and that's going to hurt him. So he needs to get his games in. So he's got JMCC, who he beat 12-0. That'll be a tough game for him. Then he's got Golden Tears, Golden Tours, whatever. That game's 50-50. He could beat him. He could lose to him. Vafangul, he should beat. Deuce, I don't know, man. Don't let Deuce's record fool you. Deuce is still solid. And I'm going to message everybody saying, hey, can you please beat the Saints for me? So I'm going to offer favors. I'm going to offer money. I'm going to bribe people. I'm going to do whatever I can. I'm just kidding. So say I go 9-7. I'm going to need him to lose 2 games because I swept him. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. But I don't know what's going to happen. I just got to take care of my business. If I win and go 10-6, I don't think he wins out. I don't even think he finishes his games. It says he has a game scheduled on Saturday with JMCC. I mean, good luck with that. Golden Tours, who knows? Vafangul, should probably get that game in. I think I end up winning this division. Overall, I'm just a better player than Roll. It's just the way it is. I've proved that this season, sweeping him 2-0. So, based off of that, I should get in. I love throwing jabs at him. Then you got the Bill Walsh division. Heath 8-4, followed by Josh 9-7. Heath hasn't won anything yet. Josh is 8-7. Probably will go 9-7. He's got the 49ers are 8-4. He's got Fiddy loss 8-5. Jomo loss 8-6. No, this is already. Time out. Let me add this. So that's already counted. So 8-6. Then he's got me and he's got Deuce. He could theoretically, I know it's a big word for a Friday morning before 9:30 a.m. But he could theoretically lose both those games and go 8-8, and Josh gets in at 9-7. Then, so say Josh loses and Josh goes 8-8, and Heath loses out and goes 8-8. Then they split during the regular season, Vikings and 49ers, so then it would come down to division record. Now here's where things get interesting, and this is why I say play your goddamn games, is because say Josh finishes his games and goes 9-7. Heath doesn't finish his games and goes 8-6-2. What do you want me to do? You know what I mean? That means you put me in a tough position to make a tough decision, which I'm fine with, but I don't want people feeling like they got dicked over when you didn't finish your games. It's not on me, it's on you. So if Josh goes 9-7 and finishes his games and Heath goes 8-6-2 because he didn't finish his games, Josh is getting in. It's just the way it is. I favor those who finish all their games. Okay? Sorry, it's just the way it is. Yeah. So moving on, we have now the Landry division. Golden Tears has it. Let me fix this. Yeah, he's got it. He's 8-2. He dropped down to the 3rd seed though. He's got a tie between him and the Cowboys. The Cowboys went on a cruise today. So that game's a tie for them. So he could end up being the 3 or 2 seed. He could drop further. Shit, I mean, if they drops, I can move up to the 2 seed and get to snag that bye if I go 10-6. Anyways, moving on to the AFC. We now have the Parcells division, which is pretty much wrapped up by Jake. In fact, Jake has officially clinched that division. Nasir, the QUE. I'll let you finish the rest. Is 8-5. He looks to be in the playoffs. He looks to probably be that 5 seed. And he'll probably play the Colts. Let me see who. So DB has Nick left. DB should win that game, finish 14-2, get that 1 seed. But if he loses, then you have a tiebreaker between the Colts and Browns, who split in the division. It goes down to division record, which DB went 3-0, 4-0, 4-1. DB went 5-1. Colts went 2-1, 3-1. He went 5-1. Then it goes down to conference record 4-8, 11-1. Wow. How about the Colts going 11-1 in conference, winning 4 overtime games? DB, so wow. So if they tie, the Colts win the tiebreaker because he has a better conference record. So that means the Colts would then hop up and get the 1 or 2 seed, which is the bye, which is crazy. And Nick needs to win this game because if Nick goes 9-7, I believe he is in the playoffs. Let me take a look because I believe he has the tiebreaker over the Jets. Yeah, he beat the Jets once. So he swept the Jets. So even if the Jets go 9-7, Nick has to win out. So Nick has to beat Starshaw and DB. Those aren't easy games. So say Nick goes 8-8, he's going to be tied with Hirsch at 8-8. Just JC should go 9 well, I don't know. It depends on what JC does. JC has the Broncos. JC will probably go 9-7. So Nick needs to win out. Coach P 6-7. I mean, who's Coach P got left? D's got Jake. No, he ain't going. So yeah. Let's see here. Then let's move to this division. You got Ghosty, the Mosty, 12-4. That division actually ended up being good. We'll talk about ZZ after I do all this. The rise and fall of ZZ. We witnessed it firsthand. So Ghosty looks like, Ghosty's going to be that 3 seed, and he'll probably play. I don't think Nick wins out. I think Nick goes 8-8 at best. I think Ghosty will play JC in the first round, and then you'll have Colts, Dolphins, Owen, Nasir. No one from the Levy division is going to make the playoffs, which is disappointing. Unless Robin wins out, which I don't think she will. She had a tough one. I mean, she should have beaten the Chiefs. That was the game. If she beats the Chiefs, she's 6-9, and then she's got Nasir and Coach P, which maybe she could steal a win there and get 7 wins and get in the playoffs. So for the first time in the new tier division era, we will not have a division winner making the playoffs. So that's just the way it goes. So I think it's going to shape up as DB is the 1 seed, Jake is the 2. I think it's going to pretty much stay the same. These 6 teams are going to make the playoffs. You're going to have a Ghosty versus JC, and then you're going to have a Owen versus Nasir. I think Ghosty beats JC. Owen beats Nasir. You'll have Ghosty versus Jake in the second round. You'll have Owen versus DB. I think you're going to have an Owen versus Jake in the conference finals, and then you're going to have Jake beating Owen to go to the COFL Bowl. NFC, I think it's going to be Fitty as the 1 seed. Golden Tours is the 2 seed. Heath as the 3 seed. Myself as the 4 seed. I think you're going to have Jomo as the 5, and you're going to have Nate as the 6 seed. I think Nate beats Heath. Then I think then Jomo versus me. I personally think I'm going to beat Jomo. Jomo is beyond beatable. I don't know. Something about him. I'm not. You guys, when you play Jomo, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you run something other than 3-4 bear and you don't spread those linebackers, you don't pitch those DNs, it's on you. It's on you if you give up 100 to 200 yards. All right? Don't do anything else other than that. You use her the safety and you just attack. Okay, that's the only way. Because if you don't do that, he's going to run right through you. He's a great runner. I think he's probably the best runner in the game, most patient. So make him pass, and you will be successful. So I think I'm going to beat Jomo in the first round. Then I would end up playing. Golden Tours in the second round, who I will beat. And then I would play. Then you'd have Nate versus Fitty. Fitty would beat Nate, and then it would be me versus Fitty in the conference championship. Fitty would beat me, and then you'd have a Jake versus Fitty COFL bowl with Fitty winning it all. That's my prediction. That's just who I am. We're going to talk some toilet bowl real quick as well. Lifted Lights is in the toilet bowl. That's a guarantee. You know what? Hey, I get it, guys. We're all busy. We all have lives. We all work. We all have a family. We all have kids. We're all in school, whatever. You name it, I get it. This time of year, it's holiday season. Trust me, vacations, all that stuff. It's just the way it is. Normally in the years, or last year, we didn't do a season this time of year. We did two seasons. Well, for one, the game came out like a month later. So I think our second season ended early November. Or no, like just before Thanksgiving. So it was a little different. So this year, we had some time. Roll, I wish it was Hitterbox Morning in America, but it's not. But going back to what I was saying, I don't even know what the fuck I was saying. Oh yeah, so we started the Madden 20 seasons a little early. So this time of year it's busy. I get it. We will take a good month and a half break after this, which will be nice for everybody. The real COFL really doesn't start until after the new year. Everything slows down. There's no football. Kids are on break. It's the winter. Everyone's broke. Everyone's tired. Nobody wants to go out. So we're all indoors. We're all inside. It's cold as hell. Everyone's paying back credit cards. Everyone's paying bills. No one wants to do anything except stay inside, play Madden, compete at a high level. So the participation will be a lot. I mean, the first two seasons, even this season, it's a great participation. I appreciate everyone putting in the time. But there was a lot more guys that I had to replace. Big Daddy has a mutt addiction. TJ, who the fuck knows? Lifted Lights, just busy with work and life. He's automatically in the MOFL. Roll wants to wait until the last 2 days to play games. JMCC on the beers. Who knows what's going on over there? Who else can I talk shit about? Vafangul fucking eating pasta and meatballs with a Dago tee on with no apron, so he's got spaghetti sauce all over his t-shirt. Who else? Who else can I pick on? Darren, who the fuck knows what this kid's doing? B Dukes, kid just had a kid. He's fucked. Coach P, who the hell knows? Fucking spinning cameras, yelling at 17-year-old kids. That's it. But, so yeah. Guaranteed MOFL for Arizona and Lifted Lights. He's either going to play that guy or Darren. I was thinking about doing a 4-man toilet bowl tournament based on who doesn't play games or whatnot, but people have stepped it up, so I don't think I'll have to do that. So I don't think people realize, but that guy versus Darren is pretty much, if you win, you're out of the toilet bowl. If you lose, you're in the toilet bowl. So, yeah. The MOFL was a complete fart noise this year. I did move a lot of guys up. Nasir got moved up. Darren got moved up. Matty Harsh got moved up. He's going to finish the season. Who else? Who am I missing that got moved up? Naylor got moved up. Naylor's a great addition. So I think the MOFL game is going to be between DQ and what's his name? Retired Ass. So the winner of DQ Retired Ass is going to play the winner of the Toilet Bowl. So if it really comes down to Denver-Pittsburgh, and they have to play, so whoever wins that game is out of the Toilet Bowl. Whoever loses is in the Toilet Bowl unless something drastic happens. So yeah, that's it. What else do I have to say? Next season, January 20th, will be the start date. I think the COFL Bowl is going to be in New Orleans that year. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do 2 more seasons guaranteed. So we have 2 more traditional league seasons left. The COFL 19 will be in New Orleans, and COFL Bowl 20 will be in Minnesota. It'll come back full circle, where the original COFL Bowl 1 was in Minnesota. And then we'll decide if we want to do one more after that, which I don't know if we will. Maybe we'll do. We've done 3 seasons, put in 2 more, 5. 5 is good, man. You know, if we do 2 more seasons, that'll take us to. Let me take a look. If we do 2 more seasons, that'll take us to January 20th. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Playoffs are the 17th, and we'll take a 1, 2, 3. Then we'll start March 16th. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll take us to like mid-April, which I think would be good. Take us to mid-April, get us to the spring, and then we'll decide if we want to do a sixth season or not. A 6th season would take us to June. Yeah. So who knows if we want to still be playing Madden in the summertime. But we'll just see the motivation, the players we got. Big Daddy will be coming back. We'll get some guys who just couldn't hack it that'll be coming back. They got to go through the MOFL. So that's that. Podcast is ending. Appreciate everyone watching. I'm out. Enjoy your weekend. Playoffs start Monday. Get your games in. Holla. That's all I got for you. Stay motivated.